Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and as you know, we're going to take a look at the leader class version of Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. I got this guy in from Amazon Japan. He's a Japanese exclusive. I don't know why Hasbro don't actually do these. It might be cheaper for the US market. He does come in a little bit expensive, but I got him in yesterday, and I think he's really cool, so I'm going to do an unboxing and a review. So please like and subscribe, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, here he is, sealed in the box. Get a close look at him. Nice window packaging. The Matrix. A little picture of him. It looks like guns. There he is right there. Transformers 1. You see what he comes with, the axe. The Matrix is up there, the robot. There's the, looks like the movie poster on the side. On the back, we got different things you could do. You could hold the Matrix. His mouth plate goes up and down. Or I don't know exactly how it does it, face change. You got the axe. It looks like the weapons could flip out here. Transform. Really cool. Parts list. On top, Transformers 1. This side, Autobot logo, Optimus Prime. And nothing much on the bottom. So let's get this guy open. Just so it happens I have my handy razor here. Get that tape open. Gonna get that open without destroying this box. All right, slides out easy. And he's big, much larger than the Studio Series version. So, all right, cool. Let me get him out of the package here, all these little ties, and we'll check them out. Here we have him all opened up and out of his packaging. And it doesn't really come with that many accessories. He comes with a really actually chunky Energon axe, blue, kind of like the other versions of the toys are blue. And he has a Matrix of Leadership, which is also done in that blue, but it's painted over really nicely, which actually gives it a nice, see if I can, a glow. I don't know if I can see, get that in there with the light in it. Okay, you can kind of see it, but it's detailed really, really nice. And that does fit in his chest. You open it up like this, and there's a peg there. And it fits directly in his chest. That open and close, and he can hold it because he has finger articulation. And that's probably the reason it's so big, because it's much larger than the actual one in the movie. So he can hold it. And he could hold it kind of like this. He doesn't have shoulder like butterfly joints here. So he can hold it like with his hands like this. They open them up. Oh, that one's tight. There we go. Put it around his thumbs. And you can hold it like that. Or you can lift it up or however you want to pose it. And for storage, like you saw on his chest, I really like the way this opens up. That's really cool. It's really nice. It's much better than opening the whole thing up or splitting it. Fits in right there, nice and tight. And folds in just like that. And you can see it right through it. Which is, it's pretty big in there, much bigger than actually in the movie. But that's okay. Oh, let's close that. But yeah, let's get close on that head sculpt. Now he has two head sculpts. This is the first. He does have a gimmick where you lift that up. And then move the face around for the non-cowled face. And that sculpt is nice. Even got that little chin piece like in the movie. It's very, very close to that movie design. Moving down is his arms. Not a whole lot of paint on the actual body here. Mostly in the plastic. He's got some paint come up right there. Legs. I think this would be really nice actually done up in silver. His feet. Paint there. Move that backpack. That's fallen a little bit. This does have a big backpack, but it's to be expected, I guess, the way it transforms. But I think he looks pretty good. There is a little thing you could do here. There's a button on the back. See if I can find it. Right there, the flip out his weapons. So he has guns there, and this could actually, of course, fit on the fist. I like the way they did it. over the top instead of the side, which is nice. These could move if you want them to move. And it's all very good. Let's put those back away. And to start off comparisons, here are the 2 axes from the Studio Series and the Leader Class versions. I think it's kind of interesting that it has that there. I got to look at the movie again, see if they actually have the trailers to see if they have that hole there. Because they do this, but with a peg. You see the thickness on this is massive. And then bringing in the Studio Series, wow, you could really tell how yellow this gray is on the Studio Series next to this one. It really makes it stand out. But you can see some where the paintwork is different. There's definitely some more paint here. This does have the shoulder pieces painted where this one does not. The paint is darker blue, yellow, goldish colored gray. You know, like there's, and it's a huge difference in size, of course, because this is Leader Class, and this is like, what, this is supposed to be Deluxe or Voyager, I don't remember. From the side, they both have the backpack. This one's a little bit bigger, but it's shaped about the same. Detail-wise is pretty similar as well, as it should be. You see the wheels on the back here, the back there. So overall, this thing's huge and chunky. And bringing something a little closer to the price point is Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. And yeah, I mean, this is still a much more chunky, about the same weight, I would say. I don't know, without anything. Maybe this one's a little heavier, chunkier plastic, shorter. So, I mean, I'd say it's relative. This one coming in about $70 and this one being $100. So that's how they compare together. So let's get into articulation. So starting off with the head, you can move it up just a little bit. More so if you break the neck piece open, which does tend to pop out a lot. This comes out too when you're trying to move the head around. The shoulders. Now the shoulders actually have a joint down here, which makes it kind of low. I'd expect the joint to be more up there, but they will do 360. The shoulders go out like this. Bicep 360. The elbow goes back and forward. The hands will do a 360 at the wrist and can go down like this for transformation. The knuckles open up. They're all on a base pin there. He has waist articulation, which is in the right spot, unlike the Studio Series. Legs. Man, this guy's got legs.
Those are some long legs.
Proportion-wise, his legs are incredibly long, but he has lots of movement in them. Clicky joints, which is nice. Out, like maybe able to go further. No, that's about it. There, 360 for the swivel there at the thigh. Knees a little over 90. The toes can only go about this far away, this way, and this far. Not a lot of range because it gets stuck by this. But that's pretty much it for the articulation on the robot mode. But you get some pretty good poses out of him overall. I find this to be a little far too back, a little far too forward. But, that's neither here nor there. Also, this arm, putting the axe in it will make this fall. And over time, I can see these becoming very loose. So I think that is something they have to look out for. The backpack does tend to pop off a lot, which is also kind of irritating. Well, I guess his feet also do rock back and forth a little bit. So you get some movement there. Overall, pretty decent. I hope we get a Megatron this size. So transformation's not super hard. I actually like the transformation. He's got some clever things going on. So we're going to start off with the legs. Start off with the feet. Close, close, point, point. And then you can take the side paneling here. Open that up. And you have this little piece that comes out. If I can get my thumb in there. This. Pick that open, Combiner Wars style. And just that snaps and tabs there. And do that for the same on both sides. So there will be something here. So if you notice this side of the leg has a little tab to open up the side. You get the inner piece out. Right? So we're going to Combiner Wars the leg again. And that is tight. There we go. And there's that tab right there. connect that. So this is going to want to go on top. If you see down here, there's a little slot where this tabs into. So go ahead and line that up. Make sure these are lined up as well and try to do it at the same time. Get that together like that. As long as that's like this on this side. Then it's got kind of a little tricky. Got to get it in just like that, and that tabs together like that pretty well. Then you take the waist, pull up, twist that around, come down here, and the backpack pulls up and back like so, and then you can just sort of, you know, unfold it. This goes like this, and this. These come out. So I can't seem to get it. It's really tight. I don't want to pull. Yeah, this pulls up. Come on. There we go. So there's one thing about this, I want to point this out while I'm transforming, is this is on a hinge here. It looks like it might be frictioned in, not pinned, but it is a clear piece, so be careful with that. Move that out, move that around, take these pieces here, see if I can get that out more so we can see. And maybe we can turn that around now so we can see. Open it up like this, get our fingers in there, and move the arm out of the way of the camera. Open the side panel up. This is just like a, if you want to call it a shell. This is just a shell, and that will eventually go over this. So once you open kind of most of it up, we're going to go ahead and take you move these little pieces too. I always forget these little pieces. There's little tiny pieces back here, which you just flip up. See if I can get it in camera and focus. There we go. Which is the whole top, front grille, and bumper. Take the arms, move those down and out and around. Now the head cannot be put in back here until you do this. So then you can just flip the head back around like so, and it stays in that little spot. So then we're going to move all this out and get it lined up. The arms, you twist it around, and then we're going to take the arms and move them up, move the hands down. Actually, yeah, move the hands down. Actually, no, they're this way. Hands go up. This is the backward elbow. Like this, up. Move these two pieces in, and they could connect right there. And then these tabs here connected to there. So we'll go ahead and just kind of finagle this to get lined up. And these are going to pop out again probably while I'm doing this. I think this piece here, this sort of section here is kind of fiddly a bit. But I think what's really cool is we have this. And this is the cab, of course, the chest of Prime. And this is the rest of it. So you have to have some way to have this mass shift, which you have to, what the backpack is for. There is a little bit of trouble I have getting all this to line up. So hopefully I don't have that on camera, but I've had it in person a little bit. And you just kind of move this down, and there's like tabs. Can't really see it. There's tab there and tabs there that correspond to tabs, and then a tab on the inside right there that all tab together. You move that around, move that in. Same with the other side. Move it around and tab those pieces in on either side. Then you take these back pieces here, fold them around, make sure it is all set together, nice and tight. And then lastly, front wheels, which just kind of move out like that. And there's the underside, and there he is in truck mode. So in truck mode, you get some detail that shows up on the front of the cab. You got a clear translucent window. These pieces here actually are painted there instead of the faux pieces that are not. The bumper is not painted. You kind of see the whole truck mode, the back, which is actually nicely made. I mean, it actually comes together really nice. You don't see the arms sticking out there either, like on the Studio Series, which again is awesome. These are actually supposed to go this way when he's in this configuration. And it rolls pretty well for being these and just these. And the arms always come apart. But I think it's actually a pretty successful truck, in my opinion. One cool thing, so as you can move this around like this, and move this around like this. And on the Studio Series, they have that extra piece that's stuck here. This one, you push that forward, guns come out. Right there. And these do pop all the way forward, but when you connect this the way it's connected, there's a little piece right here that flip it up and prevent it from going all the way down. Which, if you don't have this part connected right, it will go all the way down. But, so you got this, really cool. And I love that. You just press that button and they just pop out right away. Really, really cool. You got some 5mm ports, which do show up. And one of the most interesting things on this, though, is the trailer hitch. That makes me think there's going to be a trailer for this, because why put that in there to begin with? I don't remember that in the movie. He never, had a trailer in the movie. So why is that there? Maybe there will be a trailer for it later. So the feet do stick out like that. Again, I have to look at the movie to see if that's the way it is. But overall, I think it's pretty. It's a pretty nice truck mode. It's chunky. It's good, and it actually holds together relatively well. So let's bring the Studio Series back in for comparison. And yeah, you could really see the difference here. There is quite a bit of difference, especially in the front. They do look a little similar with the gaps here when these are out, but when these are in, you see that it's not nearly as gappy in the front there. The kind of shape, and it is, it's quite different in size, quite a difference in size. The last thing for weapon storage, I wish the weapon storage was better. It does have the 5mm ports, which you could put it there. You could put it on top, probably even right here, which doesn't really fit. I guess kind of will, but wish there was a better place to put this, so I just put it off to the side in truck mode. All right, so I thought I'd have a little fun here and show them with Studio Series 86's trailer, which honestly kind of works. Can't turn that much, but yeah, it kind of works. Looks a little weird being a non-Earth mode Prime, but size-wise, it's comparable. It really works. Anyway, on to final thoughts. So to conclude, this guy will be replacing my Studio Series version in my collection. Now, one of the things that I don't like is this backpack that likes to fall back a lot. That is my biggest gripe about this figure. Otherwise, I think the transformation's really, really cool, especially the legs. I like how the cab goes over the smaller cab to give that sort of mass shifting look and feel, and the windows still line up. I like when they do those little things that have like the faux parts line up or with the actual parts that go over it. I think that's really clever. He's got some really nice sculpting in him, decent articulation. I like the face swap gimmick with the mask and the no mask. It's a good figure, and I definitely give it a high recommend from me because it is better. I do wish there were more paint. I would love to have seen this silver because it really would have popped, and it would have made this figure have a really premium feel that it feels just more like a toy right now. But some of these things are really cool. The way the chest opens and these little details here and there. They definitely put some love into this one, and I definitely give it a strong recommend. Anyway, let me know what you think of it in the comments, and let me know if you're going to pick them up, and I'll see you in the next review.